Hello. In this video, we will talk about how to meet a girl on a dating site. It will look like an instruction. How to make the right choice, with whom to go to a meeting, what mistakes should be avoided. Mistakes are very common. I want to start with the fact that most of the girls on dating sites, they are there for the purpose of obtaining an emotional resource. This means that it's not that a man started getting to know a girl incorrectly. Either the man is not visually attracted to the girl. The point is quite different. For what purpose the girl registered on this site? The girl is sitting on this site in order for a lot of men to write to her. Therefore, dozens of men write to this girl every day. The girl gets satisfaction from the fact that a new man wrote to her. The man again told this girl that she was the most beautiful and asked her out on a date. Therefore, this category of girls is not interesting to us. There are a lot of such girls on dating sites. There is also a second category of girls. These are girls who go on dates with men. That is, if the first category may not go on a date at all. The first category of girls do not need it. They are sitting there for a completely different reason. Then the second category of girls can go to meetings. But if you find out that a girl went on a date with men 5 times before you, this can be found out in the process of communication. Usually such girls say that yes, we communicate with this man, but he is not suitable for a relationship. Here, everything is the same as with the first category of girls. Only an emotional resource will be translated into real life. But the goal of these girls is the same. The third category of girls that a man should exclude. In the process of communication, you can easily find out. This is a situation when a girl broke up with her man not so long ago. Not so long ago. This is 4-5 months. There is a high probability that the initiator of the breakup of the relationship was a man. But most likely, the girl will not tell you about it. Most often they say that this is a mutual decision and they came to it together. Don't even think about continuing this acquaintance. After this acquaintance, many people come to me for advice. This is a standard scenario. We met and everything was fine. After a while, her ex-boyfriend appeared and the girl returned to him. Let's continue. If we talk about the profile, I do not recommend getting acquainted with girls who post candid photos. If we ask me a question, who are we interested in? With whom acquaintance can have a perspective. In fact, these are girls who have recently registered on a dating site. That is, 2 days ago or a week ago. If a girl is on a dating site for a month or more, there is a high probability that this is a problem girl. Why? There is a very large selection on dating sites. Every girl has dozens of dialogues a day. This is hundreds of dialogues per month. If a girl is on the site for more than a month, then thousands of dialogues take place there. Now ask yourself a question. Out of several thousand men, the girl has not found anyone for herself. It's just impossible. In general, we should not be interested in this. Many people are thinking now, so it doesn't make sense to register on dating sites at all. Maybe then I shouldn't do it. If there are so many exceptions, I believe that with the right approach, perhaps you will find something interesting. But I will repeat myself again. This will be an exception. That is, sometimes a man registers and starts a conversation. A man chooses one girl, then the second. The man begins to establish communication with these girls. The man thinks that I have found a girl and now I will be with her. No, 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 no. A completely different principle applies here. You will find an exception. 5 out of 100. Then you will have a chance to build a relationship. Most often, judging by practice, judging by various life stories, it will be a girl who is recently registered. She just decided to see what was going on there. Of course, sometimes girls can lie. But in most situations, a girl initially has no motive to mislead a man about the duration of her stay there. In these cases, you can get to know each other better. But I recommend before meeting a girl, get answers to the basic questions. Such questions: how long ago did the girl break up with her boyfriend? How many relationships did the girl have before you? Why did the girl break up with her boyfriend? A man must have certain information in order to understand whether it is worth starting a conversation with this girl. If a man thoughtlessly approaches the question of who he should go on a date with, do you know what this will lead to? At best, it's just a waste of time. But sometimes there is a very negative scenario. When a man starts dating everyone, the man thinks that the girl agreed. Everything is great. I went. The girl was looking for an emotional resource. As a result, the man remains alone. The girl recently broke up with a guy. She too will leave this man after a while. This develops complexes in men. Even worse, a man begins to think that no one is interested in him. The man thinks that something is wrong with him. If there are several such situations. At the same time, the man has low self-esteem. This leads to the fact that the man's behavior model begins to change. A man begins to think that now every girl will refuse him, even when a man finds the best option. A man will not behave effectively. Getting rid of this feeling is not so easy. It will take a lot of time too. I want to give you some recommendations. I consider it necessary. Let's start with the first recommendation. This is very important. If at the very beginning of communication with a girl, your dialogue with the girl is like an interrogation. That is, a man asks a girl questions. She just answers them. Don't waste time on the girl. Just finish talking to her. For example, if a man asked a girl 2 questions, the girl just answered the questions and does not continue the dialogue. It's not worth writing to this girl anymore. If an hour passes in 5 minutes, then 3 hours is not important. The girl wrote to you first and took the initiative. Everything is fine. At least the investment is mutual. Here too, a balance of significance is being built. Who is interested in this communication? It's the same situation here, that the girl invests her resource in communication. A man should not show need. If that doesn't happen, you just move on. I consider this condition mandatory. The following recommendation. If it's another city, there is no need to develop this communication. You don't need this long-distance relationship. If we're talking about a meeting, when can I invite a girl somewhere? 1 day of communication is quite enough. But this can be done in 2 stages. 1 day of communication on a dating site. Next, you request the girl's phone number for communication in the messenger. There, you can already exchange voice messages. Then there is a meeting with the girl. If the girl doesn't give you a phone number, just stop talking to her without any regrets. But also, of course, take high-quality photos for publication. Because sometimes men actually post bad photos and wonder why girls don't write to them. I will not recommend a resource where you can chat, because I'm being accused of advertising. If you are interested, write in the comments and I will answer. I think you know this resource yourself. It is very famous. If you liked it, give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel in order not to miss new videos. See you soon.